Good morning, chat. Hello, YouTube. Whoa, there's a lot to read. Hold on. Am I late? No, I started this. Am I late to the stream? I was the first one here, was I not? Okay, good meowing, doggy. Oh, let me swap over so you can see. Hold on. Bada beep boop bow. Hello everybody. Good morning, good morning. Let me catch up with chat. So good meowing. Short and yapathon do not mix. Well, you may be right about that, but we shall find out how that works out for today. Hi Doki. Quick question. You say no self-advertising, but the stream bot is advertising itself. True, but the bot's me. Well, the bot's one of my staff, if you want to put it that way, so it is what it is. Hello May, hello chat. Hi Dee, welcome back. Hi. Woof. Bow bow. Bow. Bow bow. Hi Mark. Out of a whim, I'm trying to transcribe the bridge of colorful soda. The bridge. Karafuru soda, karafuru soda, karafuru soda. Transcribing it makes more sense than translating it. I'm still waking up. Yeah, try and translate karafuru soda times, I don't know, 8, 10. How many times do I say it in the bridge? I'm convinced my house thinks I'm crazy based on me trying to figure out the key by humming loudly. The humming, yeah. At first I was like, oh, you just tippy-tapping away on like a keyboard or something. I see. If you're humming it, that could sound a little... Anyone singing insane in the Mark brain? Well... skill issue. If you sing well enough, maybe some people just think you're serenading someone they can't see. Maybe. I feel like breaking out into song at random does give insane vibes. Yeah, and I accidentally booked the London Symphony Orchestra. What do you mean accidentally? Clickbait. Clickbait alert. Accidentally. Don't you hate when that happens? They come into your house. Starting soon, your fault. So, look, all I do is I put on the starting soon screen. I go take a piss. I go brush my teeth. I brush my hair. And then today, I prepared a breakfast. I microwaved this bread for like a couple minutes. And, you know, apparently that takes like 8 to 10 minutes every time. I don't make the rules. Hello, streamer. Hello, duck. Hello. Staff bot son. Yeah, sure. Stream Elements is my staff bot son. May's as punctual as always. I like to think this is decently punctual. You know, I started the stream on time and then I just fucked off for a little bit. Mostly the horn part. Simpsons reference. Whoop. Is it? I make the rules. No, you do not, Ducky. Sit the fuck down. Microwaved bread, my favorite. Yeah, it's got shimeji mushrooms on it. And it looks like pepper, but if I think about it too hard, I'll start tasting the pepper. So it's like a cheese and mushroom bread. It's similar to what I used to order all the time at, just like back in Sydney. When I was a small child, I used to take piano lessons, okay? And I took my piano lessons in the Cabramatta area. If anyone is familiar with Sydney, I took my lessons in Cabramatta-ish. And so there were a lot of Vietnamese bakeries around. Well, maybe not a lot. I think there were a lot, but I only went to the same one every time. So my family would always go to the same Vietnamese bakery and order a cheese and bacon. Which, if you're not familiar with what that is, it's just like similar to this. It's a bread with cheese and bacon on it. It's been baked, it's yummy, it's a little bit gooey, but not that gooey sometimes. Sometimes they burn it a little bit as well, but that's fine too. And it just has little bits of bacon in it. And I would just eat that every week after my piano class. Probably not before, because then the fingies would get greasy and then we'd get that all over the piano teacher's piano. But yeah, so cheese and bacon's a bit of a nostalgic meal for me, even though I don't like bacon. So it's nice being able to eat this in Japan. It's pretty soft, I would say. The cheese and bacon, back in Cabra would sometimes be on the crunchy end, sort of like a banh mi bread kind of thing. Sometimes, not usually. Yeah, microwave bread. You just never listen and follow your own rules. Look, Ducky, I know you're campaigning by the like this is somewhat on topic, but just since you're here, I know you campaign for you're campaigning for me to do a train stream. What train do you want me to get on? Because if I get on the train that takes me from my local station to the city, is that not just gonna dox me, dog? And if I take any random train, what if someone can like reverse engineer, oh, that's not where you live, but therefore you live there? Like, Doggy, what train do you want me to get on that would not dox my location? Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel, and also, how am I supposed to do a train stream? Just show my face? From a very unflattering angle as well, because ain't no way I'm filming other people. And I can't film the view anywhere either, otherwise you'll know where I am. But you'll probably just know where I am anyway, because you hear the, like, train announcements. Like, what does a train stream even look like? Should I find a train museum? We can stream, IRL stream in a train museum? That, maybe. I don't know how crowded it would be, just as long as there's no other people in the stream, maybe. Genuinely delish. Mushrooms are goated. Mushrooms are goated. Did you broil the mushroom and cheese in the oven? Nah, this was just a microwave situation. Look, having an oven and living in Japan are two things that do not mix. They do not mix. Not for me, at least. Not for me as someone who just freshly got here and is living in a monthly... The next place I'm moving to, I don't know if I'll have the space for an oven, but like, you know, we'll see what we can do. I have to buy my own gas stove, so potentially I have to like measure it out first before I buy anything, but potentially if I can find a model of gas stove that also has one of those fish ovens, like the toaster oven that you pull out, the fish grill thing, I would like one of those because those are really good for making toast as well. And I miss having toast and not having to whip out the pan to make some toast. I miss it. Cheese and bacon roll at the Viet bakery is surely key Aussie culture. Do you reckon? Because I'm not sure how much of that is because I'm Vietnamese versus how much everyone is just familiar with Vietnamese bakeries. Growing up as a kid, I would always go to a local Vietnamese bakery and have like a meringue as a treat. Is that an experience that we're all in on? The bakeries would always have custard tarts and vanilla slices, like custard egg tarts and vanilla slices, but I would never eat those. They're probably good. I just was a creature of habit and would always get the meringue because it was pink or blue. The point is, it was a nice color. It was a nice color, and I'd be like, ooh, it's like a cloud, but like a color, like in the Barbie movies. You know how in Barbie movies, just the clouds are like colored? Were you one of the kids that picked the bacon off? Nah, I ate it. I didn't like it, but I ate it. It was so small, and it was normally crispy anyway. And even as a kid, I was kind of like, meat equals money, so throwing away the meat is sacrilegious. Eat the meat, if nothing else, because the meat's the expensive part. That was drilled into me from a young age. Train station, Shin Osaka comes to mind, but you make a point. I'm not going to Osaka for a stream. I don't make money from streaming, and going to Osaka is going to cost me money. So, whoa. Campaign is over as a special occasion tomorrow. Okay. Happy to discuss, but that is my response to your campaign. I hope that is okay. Train museum stream would be cool. It would be cool. I'm sure there's a bunch of like potential museums that could. Well, look, the main thing about filming in public or private spaces is getting permission. So you know, I don't know if it's possible. True, I always thought it was so wasteful as a kid to pick stuff off. Look, I say that, but as a kid, I was the type to peel the pepperoni off my pizza slices because I hated pepperoni. It was just spicy, you know. I don't like pepper. I don't like spice, and that kind of spice just hurts and doesn't have flavor to me. Like, to me, like sriracha yummy, sweet chili yummy, I guess capsicum yummy, but I wouldn't count capsicums as chilies, but sometimes they get called chilies in other countries, maybe? Or they get called peppers, I guess. I gotta take my supplements, ignore the sounds of this. Hey. I forget every time, but they're on my table, so while I'm streaming, I then go like, oh, I have to take those. Oh, I'm out of water. Give me a sec, guys, gotta get water. I'm back. Glass of water in my little cat glass. Do you like it? I think I got it from either Daiso or Seria. Probably Seria. It says, it has some text on it. Cafe Chat Noir. One of my favorite miraculous ladybug characters. Custard tarts, slices, meringues, cheap donuts, eclairs, etc. with the treats from God as a clean. Oh my god, eclairs! Oh, I love eclairs! Shaking my head, those things are delicious. I get the pain not equaling flavor thing. Yeah, like fuck pepperoni. Fuck pepperoni. Love pineapple on pizza. I don't think it's a hot take to like pineapple on pizza. This is not me reviving old drama. This is me being like, that drama was blown out of proportion. Pineapple's delicious. Pizza's delicious. Put some pineapple on pizza. If you don't like it, that's fine. Just don't eat it. Like how I never eat pepperoni. Same thing. Oh, one take. One shot. Got all my pills in. Okay, I gotta eat this bread so that I can then start doing my makeup. Because I want to eat the bread first so that I can wash all the grease off my fingies. I've got a tiny dessert fork. Ooh, the cheese came off. I've got a tiny dessert fork with a... Is it a cat or a dog? I think it's a dog. I think it's a sheep. A Shiba on the handle. Can you see that well? Kinda. I think it's a sheep. Dessert fork. Kind of small, right? This is not a normal sized fork. We've disagreed in the past about what a normal sized tablespoon is. So I'm putting it out there. This is a dessert fork. It's also got like a thicker bottom with like the little slicey, stabby edge at the bottom there. This is for cake. And I'm using it for this because my other forks are dirty right now and I don't want to do the dishes. I'm gonna take it back. It's yummy, but honestly, sometimes just eating food in general in the morning makes me feel nauseous. So that made me feel a bit queasy. But that's okay. We're going to take small bites and get through it. Back from important phone call, what I miss? Not too much. Talking about Vietnamese bakeries. I took my supplements. I went to get some water for a little bit, so you really didn't miss too much. I'm eating my bread. We chatting. 10 minutes starting soon and you didn't even get ready to start streaming properly. What? What? Pineapple got too much hate so now everyone is doubling back? Is that what that is? Pineapple yum! I always thought pineapple was yum, but I never spoke up about it because I'm not a very outspoken person. I'm always the kind of person who's like, yeah, but I could give my opinion out onto the internet, but why? And now I'm a streamer, so isn't that funny? I'm just constantly and repeatedly giving out my opinion like it's nobody's business. Ain't it funny how it works out like that? Please don't mix up the order and use the bread as makeup. It's a trident. No, this is a tiny dessert fork. This bread's pretty good. So far, the fork technique is working. I think my fingers are decently clean. Sweet and savory food combination has always been a thing for ages. That's what I'm saying! And pineapple isn't even, like, that sweet. Like, to be honest, to me, eating pineapple on pizza is the same thing as having capsicum on pizza. And they're both yummy. They're both just a little bit of a sweet fruity... And pineapple's a nice piece of how juicy it is, to me. Oh, mailman came with my postal ticket just as I was about to message this about. Just as I was able to message about the status of it. Been a month, but I got it. Oh, nice. You know what? A month is not too bad. You can do it. As long as it happened, you know. Happy to hear you got your checkie. Presumably not from me. It's been a little while since I've done a checkie. What if you went to pizza high school, but you liked pineapple? Oh my god, the drama. But I go to pizza high school, but I have a crush on pineapple. Forbidden romance. Oh, it's a pitchfork. No. Capsicum is essential for pizza. Honestly, I put it in like everything I make at the moment. Yum. I love that capsicum or bell peppers. If there are those who are unfamiliar with the capsicum in the chat here today. Capsicum / bell pepper. I love that in Japan the word for it is piman. Because I always imagine like a superhero that's like, I am P-Man. Wait, I wasn't thinking piss, but as soon as I said that, now I'm thinking piss. I just meant a superhero whose whole shtick is the letter P. Like a capital P, which is like, it is I, P-Man. I'm here to save you with the power of P. Okay, it just gets worse. Okay, it just gets worse. Never mind. I'm never saying that word again. Cancelled. I like to eat capsicum and bell peppers. They are delicious, and there are no other words with which to describe such a vegetable. Also on pizza, I really like onion. Not raw onion, cooked onion. Cooked onion. Thin slices of onion. Yeah. I'm not eating very gracefully, am I? Oh well. Losing stuff in the mail is still my #1 greatest fear, huh? Yeah, fear of the unknown. Fair enough. Especially since in the mailbox I've received an energy bill from an entirely different street, tens of kilometers away. That could be a scam though. Maybe that's not a mistake. Pee my pants. Okay. Oh yeah, I only knew Piman was a word from Kana's song in Oshinoko. What a beautiful mind. Anyway. Oh, on pizza, I hate olives. I hate olives in general, but I especially hate it on pizza because of the way the olive corrupts, taints, penetrates the dough and the bread around it. So not only am I inconvenienced by having to take the olives off of the pizza, I'm also inconvenienced because even when you take off the olive essence has bled into the pizza around it. And so the olive flavor is still in the pizza. And you just have to eat it and be like, well, it'd be worse if I had the olive in my mouth at the very least. So now I've just got olive juice. Just olive bits, olive taint, you know? Boo, anchovies. I don't know what I think about anchovies, honestly. I've not consciously had anchovies. I know I've consumed anchovies because I believe they're used in like Caesar dressing and stuff. I've probably eaten it before, but I've never like tried it in isolation and had an opinion. So I probably don't hate it. Probably. I like sardines. Is that similar? Like canned sardines? Screw olives. That's what I'm saying! Fuck olives! I am a simple man. Just cheese is enough. How about tomato sauce? Gotcha! You also like pizza sauce. Objection! Cheese pizza is pretty goated though, honestly. Cheese pizza is pretty goated. But I do love me some mushroom, some onion. To be honest, I really love, I think for a while, one of my favorite pizzas was like a peri-peri chicken pizza. That had like a spicy mayo sauce on, like a peri-peri sauce on top. That would solidify, and then the next morning when I eat it, it would be like eating, the sauce would be like jelly instead of a sauce, and I'd be like, ooh, yum. I love me some peri-peri jelly. Peri-peri pudding kind of texture. But that shit was my favorite. Peri-peri chicken pizza. Specifically at this one store that I don't know what it was called, but I would Uber Eats it all the time. Well, not all the time. It was honestly a bit out of my price range, but it just tasted so good that sometimes I really wanted it, and I was just like, well, as a treat, I could have a little bit, you know, just a little bit of expensive pizza as a treat. Honestly, anything on Uber Eats is pretty expensive there. Really, should have just gone out to get it. Yes, actually. Oh, wait. You don't like pizza sauce. I must wash up now. I may have laid in bed before washing up last night and fallen asleep. Go wash up. Stinky. I can smell it from here. Pee! Woohoo! Stanky! Go wash up. Remember, I also don't like sauce on chips. So you like bread and cheese. Now, would that be a cheese pizza, or would you then argue that that is a cheese toasty? Or just cheese bread? Hi. Oh, hi! Oh, my voice. Ugh. Hi, Minty. Oh my gosh, you came back. Hello. Today is just a little bit of a chatty chat, and I'll do makeup after I finish eating this bread, but it's taking me a while because I keep yapping instead. It's mushroom cheese bread. Shimeji mushroom, to be specific. Red onion, capsicum, mushrooms, barbecue base, 50 assorted meats. Oh, yum. Yum, I'm down. I'm in. Pineapple? Maybe. I don't know if pineapple works with that combo. I don't know. I'd eat it. I'd eat it. Is pizza just a triangular sandwich? I would argue that pizza's a circle. I would argue that it's actually a circle cut into triangles that's put in a square. And sandwiches can be triangular too. Just cut them diag. Cut them on the diag. Yeah, hello. Oh, yeah, hello. Still delaying, but I'm almost there. Hello. That is this Fugi? I always doubt myself, I'll be honest. Remember me, sorry if I'm late. No, you're all good. You don't have to worry about like being late or anything. You show up as much as you want to or as little as you want to. And also, this is a lurker-friendly space in case that wasn't clear. If anyone doesn't want to be known, I don't mind. I don't mind. You can just enjoy the content. I'm going to talk as though there are people here, even if there are not people here. So don't feel the pressure to say stuff if you don't want to. Leave me in the background. I'm in your house. I'm in your house. Ooh, my voice is calling out from the phone while you're doing the dishes. Ooh, spooky. That looks so good. Yum. I know, it is good. It is good. It's nostalgic for me because, like, I was saying this before, but like I used to eat cheese and bacon a lot as a kid, like cheese and bacon bread from a Vietnamese bakery. So yeah, this feels very, very good. Chat's coming in like crazy. I gotta catch up. I'm so slow. What differentiates a burger from a sandwich? I feel like we had this convo before. Maybe there is none. Perhaps just the bun? 1:30 alarm went off. Yeah, I forgot that part. Yeah. Remember, pizza's a circle. I understand the yapathon now. The yapathon always gets to me. Yes, hi Hughie. Hey Mayhem, is a taco a sandwich? And how are things? First question, is a taco a sandwich? No, because it's conjoined. And just, So if you have a slice of bread, you put some, oh, this is my secret recipe. This is what my dad would call the secret recipe growing up. It's not that much of a secret. So usually we do this with toast, but for the sake of this taco example, it's a slice of bread. You put a thin layer of margarine all over the lot. Then Nutella on one half, peanut butter on the other half, crunchy or smooth, I don't give a fuck. Fold it. You got like a, if you like Reese's, you peanut butter and chocolate combo, and the margarine adds a little bit of saltiness, which is really good with all of that. Now, if you were to get a slice of bread, fold it in half to eat it, does it then become a taco? I dare to ask that question, and I dare to say that the answer is yes. So a taco is not a sandwich, but if you have a thing that you fold in half to eat, that is a taco. If your taco is so overfilled that you have to hold it like this, it is no longer a taco. That is what I'm going to say. And how are things? Things are pretty good. Things are pretty good. It's getting really warm in Japan, so, you know, the change of weather is going to kick my ass probably. I'm not enjoying having to change what I wear based on how hot it is. If you're late, you're on time in Mayhem stream. Real. And I'm here to remind you that you are doing well even when in doubt. Aww. Hiding in my Wi-Fi. Miku, Miku, wee-hoo. Give me some. I'm stuck with cold porridge for breakfast. Nah, this is my bread. It's also probably maybe expired bread, to be honest. I bought it on Mother's Day, and it said Mother's Day on the packaging, and it was half off when I bought it, so... It's been in the fridge. I just microwaved it. And let us all agree, this is a dessert-sized fork, okay? I just want it to be clear. This is a normal-sized fork. Wait, this is a dessert-sized fork, so it's small. And it's a dessert fork because it has a thick bottom, and it also has a little doggy on it. Shiba Inu, I think. When I'm late, it's Filipino time. Wayo! Oh yeah, I'm Liam, by the way. I figured out how to change from my government name. Yeah, I know which duck that is. Hello. We Philippines, Filipino ka? I am not Filipino. I am Vietnamese, but Mark is, so have fun in the chat. Does a taco shell count as bread? Bun and snag is a taco now. Yes, a hot dog is a taco. No, bun and snag is a taco, but hot dogs where they slice the bread to fit something in, that's different. That's a hot dog. But if they do it snag style with the bread, that's a taco, I reckon. If it being conjoined disqualifies it from being a sandwich, that would disqualify subs, like from Subway. I just called banh mi's hot dogs. Yeah, Vietnam can take it. Yeah, they can take it. Subway is not real. I don't believe in Subway. I hate the smell of all Subway sandwiches. They make me sick. There's something about Subway that's just nasty to me. And it gets marketed as like somewhat healthy fast food. I don't subscribe to that belief myself. Subway just smells like preservative to me. Nothing in a Subway sandwich seems real. I am unfamiliar with the ordering system, so it throws me into a panic every time I have to order Subway, or I've never gone in person to order a Subway sandwich, so even just using the Uber Eats UI to figure out what ingredients in my sandwiches throw me into a panic. Because what do you mean there's different types of bread and none of them sound good? What do you mean there's all these types of bread and all of them sound like terrible airport bread? If you have your go-to Subway sandwich order that you swear by and you think I'll like, do feel free to put it in the chat. Because otherwise, I'm not a believer. Philo this. Yeah, Mark is Philo. What if the shell breaks and you have ingredients in between the two shells? Is that then a taco sandwich? I would say yes. Oh, Filipino is being, or Tagalog is being spoken in my chat. I'm gonna leave that alone and not respond to it. Because I don't think I should try to read it. In general, for this small moment, it's probably okay, but try to stick to either English or Japanese in my chat if you want me to understand it. And if I don't understand it and I start to, I don't know, be concerned it's a bot or anything, I may just start banning at random. Oh my god, you guys don't know on YouTube because I haven't done it yet, but in Twitch, it was my favorite thing to ban bots. Anytime I saw a bot, I'd be like, Pachow! Quick shot, like, Paya! So, I haven't had to yet, though. YouTube goated. And by the way, to explain Filipino time to those, it's very common to show up late to a party and somehow be early. Sounds about right. I feel I've heard that stereotype. Dessert size fork. We need to arrange a meeting before I can accept. Nah, you just have to believe it. Yup. By the way, unfortunately, I don't speak Tagalog. Oh, the Subway smell is so distinctive. Right? There's something about it. It smells like the logo colors mixed together and a little less saturated. Why? Wasn't it a big deal that the Subway tuna isn't even tuna? Is it? What is it then? Mercury? Straight Mercury? Only English? Yeah, maybe Mark only speaks English. I assume that's who you're asking. I love your streams. It makes my day better. I'm doing my homework while watching this lol. Ah, yes! You got this, Minty! Yeah, do that homework. Do that homework. Yeah, that homework is no match for you. Woo! You got this. You got this. And thank you. I appreciate that. So I hope you stick around and enjoy your time. Make yourself comfortable, you know. I finished washing up. I haven't made that much mess making tacos in a while. What did you do? What did you do? Lettuce for you. Lettuce for you. Tomatoes over there. Taco shells up the wazoo. You can smell the Subways in the shopping center before you see it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You can just sense the Subway aura. And you're like, get me away. I don't get Subway as kebabs are the same cost. Real. I miss having kebabs. Kebabs not... you may be surprised to find that kebabs are not as common in Tokyo as they are in Sydney. I've not been able to find a single HSP here. So I am distraught. I've not... It never sunk into me that HSPs are an Australian thing. For those who might not be Australian and not know, HSP is halal snack packs. It's like one of those styrofoam takeaway containers filled with chips, not crisps, chips, like fried, like fish and chips, you know. And then it's got like kebab meat on the top, and then any sauces to your liking. That's a HSP. I didn't like HSPs a lot, but I do miss them. They are a nostalgic food, and not having them available now makes me want them more. You know how it be. I took it for granted. Only know you love her when you let her go. Blum 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 blum. Blip 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 blum blip blum. Time for me to get ready for work. I should too, but because really, the point of today's stream is I need to get ready and then I need to fuck off to the post office actually. And I need to do that before work. But if I don't make it, I don't make it, and I can go tomorrow as well. So I'm kind of like chill about it. Your fave to ban bots, but now bots on your stuff. The robots are taking over. Oh god. Don't worry, we're gonna use English. Okay. Wait, what's your Twitch? I forgot to follow you. Oh, you don't have to if you don't want to, but my Twitch is the same username as this one. So Kitsu Mayhem. I'm Kitsu Mayhem on just about everything. So I'm on Twitter, or also known as X the Everything app. I'm Kitsu Mayhem on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. So, you know, follow along if you'd like. You don't have to. Do what you want. It's up to you. But if you didn't know, I have social media and it's all on a Kitsu Mayhem, to my knowledge. If there are other Kitsu Mayhems on other platforms out there, they are probably not me. But I don't think that username often gets taken, so it would usually be me, more often than not. So if you're going to go to a party set for 4, arrive at 6 so that you can help set up for everyone to show up at 8. Filipino party! Woo! Dessert forks are lovely, perfect for a little tea time and muffin. Yeah, or for a little cake, you know? Because in the Japanese grocery stores and supermarkets, they very often sell just a singular slice of cake, right? And I'm a sucker for those, so if I see them on sale, I'm like, I guess I'm having cake tonight. So having a little dessert fork is nice for my regular cake slice endeavors. I dropped some mushroom on my table. I've mushed my tabe. Sorry table. I've greased up my fingers. I was hoping I wouldn't get any grease on my fingers, but now we're gonna have to wash our hands after this before I do my makeup. Because in theory, you're not supposed to like have dirty hands when you do your makeup. Like for me, I don't use makeup brushes, so I'm applying foundation straight with my fingies, so they should be clean. Sometimes I don't wash them anyway. Like, I don't wash my hands before putting contact lenses in, and I still have my vision for the moment. Mushroom bread, yum, yum, mushroom bread. I did see a kebab shop in Japan collab with a VTuber, I think. Really? Turks. Honestly, get yourself invited to Filipino parties for free food because we always go home with leftovers. That sounds fun. I'd love to go to a Filipino party. It sounds great. Don't they say that Filipinos are usually really good at singing too? Isn't that the stereotype as well? So my guess would then be a Filipino party surely has a lot of karaoke. Just a free concert. Time to walk to work. Goodbye, Big May and massive fork. Bye, tiny Doki, forkless Doki. I am now Tiny May. Here to terrorize you on your walk to work. Bring a container as well. How big of a container would you recommend to bring to a Filipino collab? A collab? Just Filipino party. Same hello, same. Bye-bye, Mr. Doki. Hello, Tiny May, and absolutely massive fork. Nah. How is the fork the same size no matter what? That's fucked up. How come mine change size with the fork? Anyway. I'll be honest, I don't have much of an appetite, so I don't want to finish this bread, but I'm being brave. I've eaten half of it. Half. I'm thinking to set it aside, do my makeup, and then eat the other half afterwards when I get hungry. So I'm gonna put it to the side. I'm gonna wash my hands really quick as well. BRB, guys, give me a sec. My chair fell over. Give me a sec. If we're talking food safety, food health and safety standards, that was not nearly enough time to wash my hands, but I just like squirted some foam soap, rub, scrub. It'll get the grease off. There's probably still bacteria on my hands, but that's not what I cared about. It's about the grease. Okay. Makeup kit here. What else? Have everything I need? Okay. Oh, no. I need a mirror. Hold on. I'm back. Where was I up to? Yes, actually, it's customary to always have a karaoke machine somewhere. Fun! I love that. Just use the boot of your car for karaoke. That ain't a fork, that's a 3. That's what I'm saying. It's tiny, but didn't it have 4? Oh no, you're right. It is a 3. It's only got 3 biddies. You're right. I did a trip to Wagga Wagga, and the Airbnb people were Filipino. They cooked a million food and had a whole karaoke setup. Fuck yeah. Fork bigger now. Alright, okay. Math's homework sucks. I used to be a math tutor. If you need help, I might be able to help. Maybe. You got this. You got this. I kind of miss having homework, Loki. I miss having tasks that were easy, that I could feel gratified doing. Just like easy productivity capsules. That's how it felt. And then homework got hard, and then it wasn't so nice anymore. But I miss the easy homework. Move my hair clips in. I need one here. Because the trick to making sure your bangs don't get too fucked up is to pin them the opposite way of where they want to go, so that they stay down the middle instead of going to where the parting calls them. Karaoke is the soul of us. We love to sing even if we don't have great voices, or when our voices crack up, we still sing. Could you argue that Filipinos are all idols? That sounds very idol to me. Ah, wah, wah. Awawa. Himawari mitai na kimi no egawa. Smiling, smiling, smiling. Awa. Pika pika. Awawa. Also, the 15 cousins and relatives you didn't know existed till now. And family friends? Are family friends invited too? Math does such when you don't know how to solve it. Yes, it does. It does suck. Yes, it does suck. I got mail, but from who? Probably not me. Was it any of you guys in chat? Anyone send Loki something? They were so encouraging. It was such a fun time. Completely flipped my stance on karaoke. It used to be scary. Karaoke's so fun. I feel like you just have to go in without too much expectation and pressure, and then it just becomes a really good time. And for some people, that means you have to have some alcohol, and hey, alcohol and karaoke are like that, so don't you worry if you need it. I have to wait until after work to tiss out. See, I read that to tits out, and I was like, yeah, probably wait till after work to get your tits out, but to tit. I have to wait until after work to I'm not sure what you're trying to say. To like open the mail, I assume? Right, it's always fun to come out and relax for real and sing. Yeah, it's fun. I really should have brought an umbrella with me, so now I suffer the consequences. Rip. I was thinking about buying a math booklet or textbook for doing fun little problems. Yeah, honestly, that's... If you're just looking for some stimulation, simple stimulation, might I recommend like getting a Sudoku book or something? You know, do some puzzles. Same thing, really. Get back into doing some Sudokus. I fucking love Sudoku. I love solitaire. I love jigsaw puzzles. Am I autistic? Inconclusive. I'm no doctor. Damn, I don't know how I got through high school homework, but I'm glad I did. Now my homework is being on a film set. Yeah. That's how I felt going to fashion school. I was like, damn, my homework is making a shirt? Best thing ever. I love making shirts. I love making shit. I miss making shit. I don't be making shit as much. As much as they call it content creation, streaming doesn't feel like I'm making anything. It's more quality time. I'm just hanging out with people, which I enjoy too. But I like making things with my hands. So like cooking is fun, but to be honest, I don't do that much cooking these days. I've been buying food, you know. Gotta get back into it. Just low on time. Well, I say that. I just had the Golden Week holiday. That was the most time I've had in a while. But I spent it all playing video games. Woohoo! Amana, is it raining there, Mr. Doki? At the top of the Blue Mountains, yes, it is raining. It's my default weather. Why don't you always have an umbrella with you? Why haven't you grown a waterproof skin yet? Actually, you could argue skin is waterproof. It doesn't soak into your blood. It's always with family, friends. That's how we became family friends. Aha. You're in the mountains. Yeah, Doki's in the Blue Mountains. But, like, it's potentially not what you're imagining in terms of he's in the mountains. He's not, like, deep in the mountains, training under a waterfall to become the next Power Ranger. Power Rangers Storm! No, that's not it. I'm thinking of Ninja Storm. How does Ninja Storm go? It's like, deep in the mountains. An ancient dojo something. I don't remember. I used to watch Power Rangers. Yeah, Sudoku is fun now that I know how to play it. Yeah! Yes, to open mail, spell check on phone, doing a stellar job. Open mail. I was never gonna get that. I actually did learn Sudoku. They're great. Yeah, Sudokus are super fun. I used to do them all the time on the, like, train home from school, because there was a local newspaper that would get handed out. And I would always get the free newspaper just so I could do the Sudoku. Were there signs that I was a nerd from a young age? Perhaps. Till this day, I don't know how to play it. If you know how to count, and you can see how the grid works, just, you know, in every line, long line, you can only have each number once, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And in every 3x3 square, you can only have each number once as well. So, yeah. That's the gist of it. And then by deducing where things can't be, you then figure out where things must be. It's numbers. It's fine, it's fun. I've played it on stream before. I don't know if it's interesting to watch, but it's fun for me. Who would know? Damn, I got so much homework. Help, Kitsu, I give up. Well, I'm not doing it for you, but if you don't know how to do it or anything, I might be able to help. Come on, you got this. You got this. Can't be that much homework. Okay. No, that's just diminishing your experience. You're strong and I believe in you and you got this. Even though it's hard, I know you can do it. Come on! I'm over here sitting and doing makeup. You can do anything. This must be such an inspiring stream to watch. Wow, I'm overcoming such hardship. You got this. You can take a 5-minute break, maybe. Pomodoro, that shit. Just putting on some concealer. Because where possible, I stay inside. So you don't get affected by the rain. Blue Mountains is near me, while Small World, Smurf Mountains. I'm near the very top of the Blue Mountains. Almost at work, so by the time you read, good nya, oh good nya, Doki. Have a great rest of stream until tomorrow, hopefully. Until tomorrow. Enjoy work. Okay, what did I say? HSC week was complete lock-in. Literally, I locked my phone in a safe. Wow. I didn't do that. I kept my phone the whole time. I did maybe like cry every week or something like that. HSC is a bit of a blur. HSC is a bit of a blur. For those who are here and not Australian, the HSC is like the final exams you do of high school kind of thing. Your final high school exams. I think the equivalent in other places maybe things like the SAT or the GSCE. What is the British one? The GSCE, something like that. So yeah, in Australia, or maybe just I don't know if it's Australia wide either. Is it a Sydney thing? But yeah. That's what the HSC is, if anyone was wondering. So that was a stressful time in my life, but I look, full transparency, I did do academically well in school. I just then chose to do fashion design, where none of that academically mattered. None of my math knowledge or chemistry knowledge mattered in fashion school, and that kind of destroyed me a little bit as a human being, where I felt like I spent most of my life trying to be good at academics because I was told that was how I'd have worth as a human being kind of thing, like Asian parents, Asian family kind of thing. And then I go into fashion school and it's like none of that mattered, and it kind of shattered my world, where I was like, well, what the fuck have I been doing for my whole life thus far if none of that mattered? And, you know, it really ended up being a very important experience for me to have, to be like, well, your worth is just intrinsic. You just have worth because you exist. You're a human being. You deserve things and good things and nice things by virtue of existing. And it was helpful for me as well to be like, yeah, of course I understand that with other people. I just struggled to understand that when it came to myself, that like people have worth and I am people. I would be like, people have worth. Yes, I am people. No. I think a lot of people relate to that kind of mentality. Anyway, went off on a tangent there. Where was I up to? Oh, where'd everything go? 60 pages of math exercise. And 3 worksheets of revision. And it's for only one of the 8 subjects. Oh. My condolences, Minty. You got this. I'm having problems typing because I deleted my codem data. Now I'm re-downloading it with split screen. Damn, you got it bad. Yeah, Min's got it real bad. Hopefully your typing problems get fixed, Fugi. Yeah, because I'm easily distracted, so it worked for me, even disconnected from internet when doing offline stuff. Ooh, I mean, if it works for you. HSC was the first time I was on ADHD meds, so it's a complete blur of strange productivity. Oh, well, interesting. I'm assuming that worked out for you then? And, you know, so I'm happy for you. Happy for you. In UK is GCSE, I believe. Yeah, I think so. Because I remember using GCSE resources to study for my HSC as well. I think it's just New South Wales only. Victoria has something else. Right? I was thinking it was something like that. Maybe. Turning you off now, but just know Nigel is still watching you at home. He's super shy and won't comment. Oh, Captain Nigel. Alright, bye, Dookie. I think Vic does it differently. Yeah, Victoria does it different. I don't know where else does things in what way. Damn, I missed that time when HSC was taught using an AI image. That would have been so fun. Apparently a jazz version of KSI's Thick of It was used last year. What the hell? Truth nuke? Was that what I did? Apparently you don't even need to ask permission to use copyrighted stuff for HSC. A writer only found out his fanfic was used after the fact. What the heck? Damn. Cancel the HSC. A lot of people would be very happy to cancel the HSC. Hiya, Active Rug! Welcome in. We just chatting. I'm actually doing my makeup this time. You can kind of tell that I've got concealer on, I think. It kind of just deletes my freckles, is what concealer does for me. And it adds a little bit of blush because I've got a peach-colored concealer. A peach-colored concealer that I use where my cheeks are, and then the skin color one everywhere else. Because I'm basically concealing my entire face when I do this. They say put concealer on any blemishes, so I'm like, right. As much as I like my face, I do think covering the freckles immediately gives me a more clean look, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Bye freckles. A lot of people are like, oh, freckles are so cute. I love freckles. But they love people who put on fake freckles on top of perfect makeup skin. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just being a hater. Maybe people do actually have genuine love for natural freckles. I don't know. I did not have freckles growing up. I believe it's just sunspots and damage, but now I have them. It is what it is. And my brows are in. Yeah, they're not even. Look, you know what they say. They're cousins, not sisters. And cousins, sisters, not twins. That's what they say. Your brows do not have to be identical. Especially if you have bangs like I do. Fun fact, ABC showed up to my school to interview us and I was interviewed along. Wayo, you are on the TV? Oh my god, one squirt of foundation is a lot more foundation than I thought it would be. I've never used a full squirt I haven't used a full squirt in a long time, so I forgot how much it would be. Alright. What's your favorite superhero? Can I say Kamen Rider? I like Power Rangers and Kamen Rider. What kind of superhero are we talking? I like Miraculous Ladybug. Is that an acceptable answer? If we're talking like Marvel and DC, probably I like Spider-Man. I mean, I loved the new Superman movie. How new is it anymore? I loved the Superman movie, but I don't know if that made me love Superman. Does that make sense? I loved him in that movie. Specifically. I hope that answered your question. But I was like, come on man, I need to remember Billy Elliot quotes. You're like, come on, stop interviewing me. I need to go memorize some shit. Real. I think I was on the local newspaper as a small child. When they wanted to do articles about like, look at these Vietnamese children doing cultural things at their school. And I'd be wearing my like little ao dai, holding my Moon Festival lantern. and the title will just be like, yeah, kids are celebrating the Moon Festival. And I'll be like, it's me, I'm Kid. Celebrating Moon Festival. Look at me go. The Flash is the correct answer to that question, by the way. What do you mean correct answer? Correct answer. Yeah, there's also one clip of me Jojo walking to the camera. It's just me wondering what the ABC cameras were doing. Did they use it? That's so funny. Did the foundation make a difference? Gosh, it always makes you look so orange on camera. Oh well, it is what it is. Taking all that foundation off of my hand. Too much products. But I don't mind wasting it since foundation is not that expensive and it's not quite my shade. So I would be happy to use it up to have a reason to buy some new foundation. So why is it so orange? I know I'm a little orange, but I don't want to be more orange. Wait, Kamen Rider is so acceptable, never mind me. Hey, hey! Kamen Rider fucks. My favorite is Kamen Rider Force for anyone who's familiar with Kamen Rider. He's the one with the pompadour, the space one. I have a massive crush on the actor, and I love the character, Kisaragi Gentaro, and I think the series is just kind of perfect. I just think it's kind of a perfect TV show. Oh. Okay, what's your favorite comic? Can I say manga? I love, music is slightly drowning out by the way. Sorry, yeah, I keep moving away from the mic. I'll turn down the music a smidge. I can't turn me up too much. Sorry, guys. If I sneeze, it's all over for you headphone users out there. What's my favorite comic? My favorite manga? Well, I like reading romance mangas. I don't think that really answers your question, though. My favorite manga is Fruits Basket. I don't really read comics, unfortunately. I'm sure I'd like them. No hate or shame towards comics or anything. I just don't read them. I'll do the worksheet first. Two adjacent angles are equal. Is it necessary that each of these angles will be a right angle? Justify your answer. I'm dyslexic. Why aren't there numbers in math? So two adjacent angles are equal. Is it necessary that each of these angles will be a right angle? Justify your answer. If just say no and then provide the example of a pentagon, of an equilateral pentagon. You got this. Is it short stream because of work again? Yeah, because of work. I'm back to work, so all these streams are going to be on the shorter end than I want them to. This one's already going overtime though, because I'm supposed to be at the post office right now, and if I just miss it, then to be honest, it is what it is. I think it'll be okay. But I can't miss work, so stream still can't be that long as I would like it to be. Where's my makeup brush? I need that bitch. Come here, you're still hired. Okay, there we go, found it. Sweet. Put that there. Clean up as you go. It's my strat. Where's my eyeshadow? Okay. You gotta consult your textbook, Minty. True, I'm out here giving advice when it's like, it depends. But reading hard as well. I have never been diagnosed as dyslexic, but I do have a lot of trouble reading and I mix up words all the time and mix up the order. Which is to say, maybe I relate a little bit to your struggles, but probably not to the same extent, so... R.I.P. My condolences, you got this, I believe in you. Life is hard. Just be harder. You just gotta be harder. Everyone, get hard! And comics is my income as I work at a comic store, so I hope no hate. Or definitely no hate, and oh my god, that's cool! Working at a comic store? Fun! Is it shitty of me that my first thought though was like, oh my god, it's like Big Bang Theory? I used to watch Big Bang Theory a lot as a kid. not that young of a kid. But I used to watch it a lot in high school because my family liked it. And I love my family, so I do anything that they want to do. So if they want to watch something, I'm just kind of like, yay, quality time. So I used to watch a lot of Big Bang Theory because my parents found it funny. Gotta get that egg yourself. You must not know where my eye bags actually are because I will create fake ones as an illusion. An illusion. You know, I don't even need makeup to go to the post office. I just want to. Now I have deceived you on where my eye bags truly are. I am now indestructible. Hey, that's cool. My dream job was to be a video store worker, huh? Cool. Those don't really exist, right? Unfortunately, sanity just as I was gonna apply her. Yeah. My condolences there. My dream would be to work in a sweatshop with good working conditions. Just be sewing all day. But also to be able to get paid leave and like massages and shit so that I don't get early onset arthritis. How about you guys? My dream job is I get $200 an hour for every time I am sleeping. I like being productive though, so I'd like to feel like there's something I can work up towards, gamify it a little bit. But like, I want my job to be gamified for my sake. Because there's jobs that are gamified, but they're done to exploit the worker and try to trick them into allowing not great things to happen. So I just want to like... I want like the good propaganda, you know what I'm saying? I want the good bad stuff. I want the stuff that's bad, but like done by someone who's good and has my best interests at heart. I want a cult leader I can actually trust, you know? And then I want to just follow them blindly. That would be very nice. That's what I want. Eyeshadow done. It made no difference on camera. Great. Great. Why stop at 200, make it 500? Bro, that's okay. I'm sorry for asking for help. If one of the angles formed by two intersecting lines is a right angle, what can you say about the other three angles? Give a reason for your answer. Thanks a lot, Kitsu. If they're intersecting, they all have to be right angles. Because on a line, any line on it, no matter where it is, if one of them's a right angle, the other has to be a right angle, and then therefore the other line's also gotta beep beep. As for how you're gonna properly explain that, I don't know, but hopefully if you understand that, then you know how to write it down better. Are you getting what I'm saying though? One line, always 180. If one of the angles is 90, then the other's gotta be 90, and therefore you've got a 90 and a 90, and therefore the others are 92. Does that make sense? I think the best way to give a reason, usually for me, is to draw it out and then mark the points like A, B, C, and D and O in the middle, and then be like, if angle AOC is 90 degrees, then therefore angle AOB must also be 90 degrees. And by that logic, this angle also needs to be that because of that. Therefore, quad erat. QED. I don't remember what the D was for. Quad erat D. They all gotta be 90. Best not to be too greedy, I don't need that much. Ducky's got standards, okay? I get to allegedly read comics early. That's fun. That's fun. Yeah. I like working at restaurants so that I know when new menu items come out. And I like getting discounts on food and staff meals, wherever applicable. That's my preference. So 90 is a quarter of the total sum of angles, right? So all the angles must be 90 degrees too. I don't think you can necessarily argue that all the angles must be equal. I think you have to bring in the fact that a line is 180. And then prove it that way, I think. I hate math, not very good at it. English is hard to spell. Look, learning is hard, but that's kind of why we do it, you know what I mean? I agree. English, I really struggled with English at school, but like I struggled because I was in a school where everyone else was doing really well, and so I thought I was dog shit at it. And then when I got a good mark in the HSC, I was like, oh, I forgot that I'm in a prestigious school. Easy to forget when you're lost in the source and everyone cares about the rankings within the class. So you're like, oh fuck, I'm the lowest ranking one, I'm dog shit. And it's like, oh, actually you're in one of the like top schools of the state, so don't think too hard. Anyway, that's not that relatable of an experience. I don't think so. I don't normally talk about it too much, but I wasn't a rich kid, but I kind of went to a private school by some people's accounts. Kinda. Selective school things, if anyone's in Sydney and knows what that is. I went to a selective school. There's specific rules and wordings in the textbook. Yeah, so follow your textbook. Thank you, you're like my big sister or something. Oh my god, I've always wanted to be a big sister. I'm a younger sister. I have one sibling, and he's my older brother. So I've kind of always daydreamed about being an older sibling type person in someone's life. It's not like, it's kind of a dream, but like, I'm not like working towards it or anything. I'm not being like, parents, pop out another, another one on the rocks. Like, no, it's not that important to me, but I think it's important to me in life that I want to be someone who could be a good role model for the youths out there, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's kind of the responsibility of adults to be good people so that young people know what to do and know that they're in good hands and know what they want to be when they grow up. We're back to talking about the whole takes a village to raise a kid thing again. But yeah, Japanese is fun to learn. Japanese is fun to learn. But by that same logic, I find most subjects fun to learn. I just get stressed when it's like, you have to pass this test or you'll die. And I'm like, I don't want to die. Japanese is fun though. Something about angles along a line adding up to 180 and opposite angles of two intersecting lines always being equal. Yeah, that's a nice one too. That's a nice one too. Opposite angles always equal in intersecting lines. That's one of my faves. I forgot what the like shorthand phrase for that is. Yeah, you got it now, I think. Oh, I just got this eyeliner. Is it drying out already? Probably my own fault, though. Probably my own fault for leaving the cap open or something, I don't know. Maths was arguably my most consistent subject. I'm a consistent, I mean always C. C for consistent. Class rankings are torture for children in my opinion. I agree. Yeah, remembered hearing some JB Hi-Fi stores took out their DVD and music shelves. Oh! Not mine yet, thankfully. I would know my mate manages that section. Good. Damn. It's all outdated media now? Is that what we've come to? I'm stupid and slow, but somehow I got 98 out of 100 on my finals. You can't be that stupid or slow then. Or you know how to play the system. You know how to play the game. And that's all you really need to know to get through school. The more important things in life is like being a good person. And socializing skills, which they don't teach you in school. You get put in situations in school, so you do end up getting social experience, especially if you put yourself out there in like extracurriculars and stuff. But there's no class on how to navigate social situations, as much as I would wish there were. Because I need help. I need help dealing with people. Although, realistically, my issue is more that I don't have a strong sense of self-esteem. So really, if I had more confidence in myself, I would be able to navigate everything fine. Because my issue is not that other people are confusing, it's that I overthink and care too much about what other people think of me. So really, I needed self-esteem classes? Is that something that can be taught? Give me a sec, guys. I need a cotton bud. Because I saw a trick on, like, Instagram, TikTok, something, that, like, if you get the oils off of your waterline before you put on eyeliner, it won't smudge as much. So we're gonna see if I can do that. To be honest, I don't normally put eyeliner on my waterline because it always smudges. But if this fixes that, then now I might start doing it. And it's a low stakes day for my makeup as well, so if it does smudge, that's fine. So this is for science. You should not call yourself stupid and slow. It hurts the soul to insult yourself. You wouldn't call someone else that. Yeah, that's a good note too. We gotta work on being kind to ourselves. I say we. If you relate, we. Blu-ray is actually considered an outdated format now, nearly 20 years old. Am I outdated if I'm 20 years old? Crazy. I don't like putting my full age out there, but for those who don't know, I'm in my 20s. That much I'm happy to say. And it feels obvious to me. Actually, you know what? What if I don't reveal my age, but people guess my... No, that's probably not. I shouldn't tempt the beast like that. Because I'm shit at reacting to that kind of... You know how people are like... Okay, so look, so I'm really bad at lying. So people will be like, can you just tell me this thing? And I'll be like, no. And they'll be like, you can lie about it, it's fine, like, but like, just tell me something. And I'm like, no, I'm shit at lying, you'll know if I'm lying. Like, it'll show on my face. And they'll be like, okay, well, how about I guess? And I'm like, no, because if you guess, I'm going to respond to what you're saying and you're going to know whether or not it's true based off of my response. And they're like, yeah, that's why I want to do it. And I'm like, fuck you. Like, for example, in primary school or something, they'll be like, oh my god, who do you have a crush on? And I'll be like, I'm not telling you. They'll be like, oh my god, is it this person? And I'm like, stop guessing, I'm not going to tell you. And they keep guessing and then they figure it out because my face shows all of the answers. I'm just shit at lying. And I'm really bad at telling when I'm being lied to as well. So when I say I'm bad at social skills, that's one such example. Really bad at it. But that's okay. I don't think it's a crime to be a trusting person, you know what I mean? Other people should feel guilty about lying to someone as gullible as me. If it's a bad lie. Because there are lies that are like, well, whatever, it doesn't matter that much, it's fine. DVD's so old, CEX won't even take them anymore. What is CEX? What's your favorite song right now? Or first one that comes to mind? Mush Mushy. The one that's going viral on TikTok. もしもし聞こえてる？プルプルプルプル。電波の回電波中に夢中で更新中。キャンパの攻めた猫に嫌われてもママに叱られても私と似合うあなたに出会うの。That one. The rest of the song's also really good, but that part's the part that went viral because she was promoting it before the song even came out. Genuinely obsessed with that song. Thank you, Ducky. Yeah, I was surprised too when some of my Blu-rays were being turned away. Damn. The feedback loop of self-esteem and putting yourself out there is so tragic. What do you mean I need to be in social situations to get good at social situations? That's what I'm saying. Heart of gold? I don't think you're talking about me, so I'm agreeing. The trade-in store, I think I mentioned it before. Ah, okay. Okay. Like secondhand stuff. My eyeliner is completely different on both sides. But they have to be because my eyes are different on both sides. Simply how it works. And I saw some tricks today about little ways you can make your eyes look nicer. So let me see if they work. So to put a bit of pink on the bottom lash. Just like a smidge. I don't know if that just makes it look more fleshy. Like, is that what we're going for? Fleshy eyes? I'm gonna try and do a deeper shadow for my egg yosal as well. It always feels risky doing this though. Like, don't I look insane having deeper eye bags? But I like it when I see it on idols, so I'm gonna try it. Yeah, it looks pretty crazy at the moment. Not a huge fan of how that's looking up close. Maybe from a distance it's fine. Oh, you know what? Yeah, from a distance it's kind of fine. I love CEX. Trade-in stores always have gems. Ooh. Yeah, but for games I prefer EB Trade-in as they are more versatile with obscure game trade-ins. Ooh. What does congruent mean? I forgot. I'll be real. I think that means like the same size. I don't want to give you any misinformation. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to search somewhere else for that answer, I think. I fear that the trick of giving yourself a different eyelid crease doesn't work on my eyelids. It works on this one, but not that one. That's alright. It is what it is. Not every trick is gonna work on your face, because your face is different from the people's on the internet. And that's why it's important to like figure out what works for you. Congruent is the same. Okay. You got this, Minty. You got this. As long as you're pure of heart, trying hard, and thick of ass, all good things will come to you in life. And having a thick ass is a mindset. Okay, you don't actually have to have an ass of a particular shape or size. I'm talking, you have the confidence of someone with a nice butt. If you're a minor, this does not apply. Back the fuck up if you're a minor. But yeah. Congruent, a type of concrete. Are we spreading misinformation in the chat? Active rug? Doing a little bit of setting spray and then I'm gonna do my lashes and then my makeup should be donezo's. The lashes will really bring everything together. Or really my hair will bring everything together, but while that's drying, let's do a little bit of a tidy up. Clean as you go. This applies in the kitchen, this applies when you're doing your makeup, this applies in life. Clean as you go. It is just simply the best way to do things, okay? Pretty objectively, I would say, but you know, I remain open-minded if there's someone out there who it doesn't work for, but... Clear space, clean mind, you know what I mean? Like CEX wouldn't take in my last Airbender Wii game for 4 years until I remembered EB Games was a thing, and I managed to get it sold for like 5 cents. Oh, nice. I'm in 9th grade, I should know this. You got this, you got this. I use a lot of congruent when making a sidewalk. Is it actually a type of concrete? There should be a whole section to read somewhere on congruent triangles because there's so many types. Damn. Yeah, you better have a congruent chapter. That's what Duck's saying. Quack, quack. Okay. Let's do these fucking lashes. Is that a green monkey? Yeah, Grooky. Did he pop up on screen a little bit? It's my big one. Grooky. My son. See Exhibit A in the corner. For anyone who cares about makeup, I swear by getting one of these portable eyelash curlers. I got mine from Muji. They're cheap and they work shockingly well for my eye shape. Because I always found that the usual eyelash curlers that I would try did not work well for my eye shape. The curve did not match the curve of my eye super well. But for whatever reason, I found this worked. So if you're in a situation where you find that eyelash curlers don't really work for you, try one of these portable ones and then see if that works. Because they are different. Built different. I don't think the fact that it's portable is what changes things, but just I find that this these ones have a different curvature and work really nicely for my eyes. I find makeup to be a very fun journey, to be like, because you have to figure out what works for you, and it's a very good exercise in listening to your instincts and your body and paying attention to yourself. So if you're not used to doing that and listening to yourself, getting into makeup can be a good venture into exercising that. Is there like ASA, SSA or some shit in my textbook? Yes, those, definitely write those down somewhere. Alright, yeah, I would advise you to like remember those. Memorize them if that makes things easier as well. But make sure you understand anything that you memorize in general. Yeah, definitely make a cheat sheet of important stuff to refer to. Yes, cheat sheet. Cheat sheet's good. Review sheets if you don't want to say the word, if you don't want to call them cheat sheets. But cheat sheets are what they are. But you're not necessarily actually cheating with them, right? Ugh. Eyelash in my eye. Tra-la-la-la-la. There's an eyelash in my eye. I got it, but at the cost of smudging my mascara, my eyelashes, my mascara. Oh well. Do you like what becomes, what he becomes a baby version of Rookie? You mean what he evolves to? Not a huge fan, but you know, it is what it is. Not a huge fan of what monkey he grows up to be, but you know, many such cases in Pokemon. Of a cute little creature turning into a, like, some dude. Makes a lot of sense when you see the diagrams, but if you aren't familiar, it becomes gibberish a lot. Yeah. Actually skipped 5th grade, so yeah. Ooh, yeah. Maybe check for any gaps in knowledge that you may or may not have. Sorry, I go completely silent when I do this. It's a very important step. Lashes. For me, it makes or breaks the makeup. And having something close to your eye naturally makes you a little bit cautious and focus on what you're doing. The eye is pretty darn important. I don't know if it's a good day for lashes. That's okay. Makeup is definitely interesting. I feel like it would be fun to learn, and I'd probably discover a lot about my skin and features. Yeah, I would encourage you to get into it if you would like. Because it doesn't have to be expensive either. I think that's a trap that some people fall into. By the way, update on that colourful soda transcription. I got nothing. These chords are hard to figure out. I'm trying to find the root note. You got this, I believe. I don't know if I could do it. It's my bloody song. Transcribing things is a skill I've not exercised. Either in a very long time, potentially ever. That's me with Quaxley. Yes! Not some dude lot. They just become some dude. It's true, is it not? So for the new starters, they better leave that fucking dog alone. They better leave that Pomeranian as a Pomeranian, or I swear to dog. I don't think I curled my lashes enough. They're going in a weird direction today. Well. You guys are really helpful, thank you. No worries. I will advise you though, Minty, do be careful being on the internet when you're that young, okay? As much as everyone in here seems pretty nice, I would also encourage you to like keep things in the chat, and if things move to the DMs, to tread very cautiously, okay? Being young on the internet can be risky. But yeah, we're happy to help as much as we can. I'm happy to help. I don't speak for other people, I suppose, but I also would advise you to be careful. There's a lot of not great people out there on the internet, especially ones that seem nice at first. And I think it's okay to interact with people who are nice to you, but if they turn on you, do not hesitate to just exit situations as needed. You know, safety is important, especially if the other person's an adult. And if I seem overbearing, you may understand better when you're older, potentially. My old favorite was Butterfree, now it's Raging Bolt. Butterfree's cute. What is Raging Bolt? Exclamation point makeup mode. If I search up Raging Bolt. Whoa! What is that? That's not Raikou? That's a lion giraffe. Guys, search it up right now. Raging Bolt. Cool. That's pretty sick. Yeah, I'm surprised I figured out the cause for Mayhem though a lot. Yeah, especially I feel like for such chaotic songs, where everything's all over the place, it must be pretty hard to transcribe. I figure it's probably hard to hear what's going on in general in the song. It's not a good lash day today, but that's okay, it doesn't have to be. Don't let small things ruin your day. And I feel like lashes are pretty textbook definition of a small thing. As important as they are to the makeup look, they are tiny. Although if a lash falls into my eye, that could ruin my day, I will say. Do you like the Gen 10 starters? I'm not a huge fan of the babies. The water one I like the most. Gen 10's the new one? Just checking. Yeah, the new ones. I love the grumpy little... I love the grumpy little bird. Grumpy old man baby bird. Very cute to me. I especially was sold after seeing a lot of fan arts of people's interpretations of them. I love me grumpy old man energy. I think it was because I realized it was the same key as the Mission Impossible theme. Hell yeah. Streamer is a responsible member of the village. I try to be, but don't trust me either necessarily, you know. Question everything. So you don't know people on the internet, okay? You don't know these people. Not until you do, I guess. Yeah, I experience a lot of bullying on the internet. Stay safe out there. You're into K-pop too. I feel like K-pop can be a very hostile environment. for people to be in, and there's a lot of young people there. It's just young people and young people violence a lot of the time. So, stay safe out there. And if anyone has any advice on how to do your lashes, let me know. I want to get my lashes permed, but I don't have the funds to do so at the moment. I already know which lash tech I would want to go to. I have her saved. She does, she works with foreigner clients as well, so I think she'll speak English. Something like that. Which will make things especially easy for me. And her prices aren't too expensive either. She's mahina.eyelash on Instagram. And I like the way she does her lashes. It just costs money, and I'm not sure how long it lasts when you do an eyelash perm, because I'm worried it's one of those like schemy treatments where if you stop doing, you look worse than if you had never done it in the first place. So to look good and to reap the benefits, you have to keep going back all the time. I'm worried it's like that. But you can argue that dyeing your hair is like that, and I dyed my hair for, what, 5-6 years, so whoops. Maybe it's fine. Yeah, its head is above the clouds. Wow. Yeah, raging bolts way up there. I need advice on how to stop my lashes from poking my eyes. Lol, pull them out. Don't listen to me. I'm kidding. Maybe you could get a lash curler to pull them out. You might genuinely benefit from getting a lash perm in the sense of they can just perm your lashes to go in a different direction. So if you have lashes that are going like into your eyes, you might be able to use a perming solution to get them to go another way. Would recommend to get someone else to do it, a professional to do it though. There are home perming treatments, but unless you really know what you're doing, I would advise against it, but not from experience, so take what I say with a grain of salt. Grain of salt on everything. A pinch of salt makes most things taste better. Sometimes you need a lot more than a pinch though. Pasta water, I'm looking at you. Okay, lashes are done, I suppose. That'll do. Because I've been home for quite a while now. We've been streaming almost 2 hours. Happens. But now I have to do my hair. So we've just entered phase 2. Okay, let me get a comb. It's a hot day, so I would like my hair to be out of my face and off my neck. Off with my neck. So we're gonna see what hairstyle we can do to make that happen. Yeah, it was when I was protesting on Twitter for the fair treatment of idols or something like that, and a lot of haters started attacking me. I cried a lot then. I'm sorry you went through that. It'd be rough out there. There are ways to dye hair and have it regenerate, unless you go full frying mode. I feel like it's totally chill. Short yapping stream. It's just yapathon now. It's all high. It's a high new hair. Hi Canny McPhil. Is that how you would say that? Are you in the Discord? I feel like you joined the Discord the other day. Is it your first time chatting though? Let me see. I feel like you joined yesterday. Am I remembering right? Hello, I'm May. Nice to meet you. Phase 2 of the MCU, Mayhem Cinematic Universe. Yeah, Phase 2 of the Get Ready With Me series. We now get hair involved. Which, as you can see, immediately changes up the look. I'm immediately a different person with my hair down. So, very important, hair roller. Got bangs. So I find hair rollers genuinely give you the most gentle, perfect curl. So I think a lot of people, when they go straight to the hair iron, it gives you too intense of a curl, and it can look a bit ridiculous. And how many K-pop idols do you see using these fucks, you know what I mean? There's gotta be a point to it. They probably know what they're doing. It's also easy to just use it to get your hair out of the way, so you can do other things. But you gotta get the type that sticks to your hair. Because there's types that you have to use like a clip on. Those are annoying. Those are annoying. Yeah, I joined yesterday. Yeah, I thought I recognized. Yeah, don't worry, I hate Twitter too. Kind of have to stay because I have connections there. Twitter is it's a very hostile landscape if you know, are interacting in certain spaces. In a lot of ways, Twitter can be best enjoyed if you just don't interact with anything and just lurk in the content that you like. I'm Khan, I'm also Viet. Hello, I'm May. Yes, I am Vietnamese as well. I don't speak very much Viet though. I speak a little bit. I speak baby Viet. Whenever I talk to people, I always use gong, which for those who don't speak Viet is like the pronoun for if you are younger than the person you're talking to. Because yes, there are pronouns in Vietnamese depending on who you talk to, and you refer to yourself differently. It's like a seniority thing, but instead of... it's like, you know how in Japanese you have different suffixes that you use for people depending on who they are? It's like that, but like you... for yourself only. What hair should I do today? So pretty. Oh my god, thank you! Thank you! I haven't streamed with makeup in a little bit, so, you know, now I look kind of nice. Now I look kind of nice, but I do need to do something about this hair. Just because it's a hot day, and I don't want to have it out and about. Should we do braids? Like, buns? I need some more hair ties. I need some more hair ties. Yeah, I have to protest still, so I can't leave, lol. To be honest, as important as it is to protest for things that you care about, if it gets to a point where, you know, it's affecting your health and whatnot, don't feel ashamed to step back. Because the front lines for a lot of these causes needs people who are able to take it, and if you take a break and come back later, that's fine too, okay? Don't feel too pressured to stay for these things if it comes at the cost of yourself, you know? Pronouns, wokemies. Yep, that's a lesson for sure. It's always best to curate your feed to suit your mental health. Your doom scrolling doesn't have to be stressful, and shouldn't be stressful. Yes, I agree, but I digress. Take care, May. Thanks for stream. I'm getting eepy. See you next stream. Bye, chat. Oh, bye, Active Rock. Thanks for popping in. Good night. Have a nice eep. It's always fun seeing a movie you watch in the cinema come out digitally, so I can watch other people's reactions. Oh. Did something come out recently? My parting is so not centered. So when I do things with my hair, like this side always has like a way thicker braid or something. Oh, whoopsies! Whoopsie daisies! My hair doesn't like doing it any other way. Oh, maybe I haven't done a French braid in a long time. Do I still remember how to? Also, basically all of my extensions fell out. They've been falling out bit by bit every time I wash my hair. Pretty much all of them except for the one in my bangs are gone now. Project Hail Mary, especially during some of the moments where there's literally just no audio during a tense scene. But it hurts seeing them being mistreated and overworked. I care about them a lot. 6 years of standing them. Yeah, I know. But you should care about yourself too. You've got more than 6 years of caring about yourself, you know? So, I know. And all I can do is trust that you know your limits. So do your best to know your limits, okay? Do your best. It's better in the cinema environment-wise, but I enjoy seeing how people react to scenes. That's always fun. I really liked, like, speaking of react videos, the other day I watched a reaction video of professional dancers reacting to Huckles Bales' Snake Eyes music video. For those who don't know, Huckles Bales is a VTuber from Hololive. She's Australian, so I keep an eye on her. I also just like her, but at first I was like, oh my god, she's Australian, that's cool. And I enjoyed watching these Japanese professional dancers talk about why the music video is good and why they thought it was cool and stuff. It just really enriched my viewing experience of the music video. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, these professionals also think that she's cool. And they had interesting insights onto why they thought she was cool. They were like, oh, pay attention to the expressions here, or like, oh, the choreography here is really good, or like, oh, you can tell that the motion capture technology has really improved because of the way this part has been done. It was just very fun for me to watch, and I enjoyed it as a reaction video as well because it was a group of dancers, but one of them was clearly a fan and was explaining to the others extra context behind it, because I think it's easy for videos to be reaction slop if it's just someone completely unrelated who knows nothing about the situation just watching a video. And it's always fun to have one person who's well researched, who can offer context and like debunk the easy misconceptions and stuff about things. Do you know what I mean? So I appreciated it. It felt like not just reaction slop, but like a thoughtful reaction video that was also respectful to the person they were reacting to. You know what I mean? Because I feel like there's a lot of reaction content out there that does not care about the person they are reacting to. And that's where it doesn't get as fun, you know? Hey, Bay mentioned, yeah, I like Bay. Yeah, I loved watching opera singers react to Iron Mouse. Ooh, I've not watched those, but those are fun too. Reaction videos can be slop, but can be good. In conclusion, hairstyle is so cute. Oh my god, thank you! Do your homework. Do your homework! But thank you. I like doing French braids. They just get tiring for my arms sometimes. But I think they look good on me. It's funny because French braids were kind of like the first hairstyle I ever had done on me by my mum growing up, going to school every day. So I immediately drifted away from them when I started learning how to do my own hair, because I was like, I want something different. I want a different hairstyle. Because I've looked like this ever since I was born, basically. But as I've grown up, I realized that my mum was onto something, and that's just the hairstyle that looks best on me. Like, or I think it looks nice. I think it works really well. Don't miss the last bits of hair on the back of your neck, because they will annoy you. I love the Corridor Digital VFX artists react to movie VFX scenes. They also give really good insights. Whoa. Just great to hear from people who are passionate and knowledgeable on our topic. I agree. Yeah, I love just hearing directors and creative people talk about their process, especially with people that care as opposed to general journalists. Agreed. I think in general, humans are just drawn to passion, you know? When someone cares about what they're doing, people are naturally drawn to it. That's what charisma is, I guess. No, I gave up on that a long time ago. No, Mindy! Okay, well, up to you. A very important step for doing braids is puffing out the hair after finish braiding it. I need some more puffies here. A bit more. Getting a little crazy. Whoa there. Calm down, Buckaroo. I'm mumbling to myself. Don't turn up your volume too much. I'm mumbling to myself. I know it's quiet. Release the bangs. Swipe them in the direction I want them. Sorry, I hit the mic. Okay. Feels like there's a spot there that's just a bit blank. Better. Okay. And it's a hot day, so this hairstyle is going to keep everything off my neck. While still being cute and still making use of the fact that my hair's long. Because it would be easy to like do little shorty things, and I think those look cute too. But I'm enjoying the fact that my hair's the longest that it's been in like a very long time. So I want to enjoy the length, so having it down a little bit, for me, is enjoyable. Again, I will pay top dollar just to watch hours of music scoring sessions. I'm good at drawing basketball and guitar and piano, but not math. That's fun, that's fun. Yeah, I miss drawing. Drawing's fun. Despite being somewhat tall, I guess you guys wouldn't, damn. I'm so used to people just being like, wow, you're tall. I'm realizing that on stream, you wouldn't know that. I'm 172, 3 centimeters tall. I don't know what that is in feet. Imperial feet freaks out there. But so I'm on the taller end, so like growing up, it would always be like, oh, you must be really good at basketball, go play some basketball. And like, I was kind of a fast runner growing up, and my coordination was okay, but I just didn't care about basketball enough to like get good at it. So I would not say I'm good at basketball. I could have been if I cared enough. I watched an anime about basketball, Kuroko no Basket, really liked that, got obsessed. Didn't care enough to play basketball though, just enjoyed the thought of boys kissing. BL, some good stuff. Like, it's impressive. Composers go up on the podium and be like, can we change bar 6-7 to a D instead of a C sharp, and violas don't play bar 42 to 43 anymore. That's fun. Yeah. Just tweaking. Fiddling. I learnt more about efficiency from those videos alone. Yeah, fun. I'm sorry if I'm saying this a lot, but you are so beautiful. Oh, thank you. But you don't have to say, I already know. I'm trying to manifest confidence. Hell yeah, looks great. Growing out your hair is so fun. I know, yeah. I like last time I cut my hair. I mean, look, I got a haircut somewhat recently, but like the last time I chopped my hair was about a year ago, and I chopped it to about here. It's been a bit over a year now. I chopped it to about here, so the fact that it's come here is very fun. I want to see if I can get it like top of the ass crack, or like under the boobs at the very least kind of level, roughly. I want to have a really long hair. Just to try, just to see what it would be like, because I haven't had it before, or in a very long time. I don't think I've had super long hair in my adult life. It was about this long the last time it was long. That was not very helpful of a sentence. Wasn't it somewhere like 5.67 feet? 6'7"? I was more obsessed with 6'7". Now, not as much, but I still get activated. Yeah, it was. I checked the Discord rule. My height is 5.67 feet. Oh. Oh, no, I get it now. Okay, I was just processing. Yeah. Wait, that is kind of the tall. I barely noticed it back in Sidwell. What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, look, I also got into the habit of slouching a little bit. Because in high school I got very self-conscious about my height. Because I thought I was like not tall enough to be considered tall, but tall enough to just be a little bit noticeable. And I was kind of like, this shit sucks. I don't want to stand out. I'm like, I wasn't an emo kid, but in my head I was kind of like, I don't want people to look at me. No one look at me, or I'm gonna explode. So yeah, I'm kind of tall. I've been trying to improve my posture, but it involves me towering over the Japanese folk a lot of the times. But I'm trying to own it. I think I would know nearly everyone I know from the scene is taller than me, lol. Oh, should I not laugh? Is that insensitive? He's fine. Should I cut my hair? My hair is till my butt. I really want short hair. Hey, if you want it, do it. And you're young as well. You've got plenty of time to like grow it back. And you've got that youthful vigor. Your hair will grow back like nothing. Cut your hair if you would like. If you do think you will regret it, don't do it. And it's hard to figure out whether or not you would regret it. For me, I just thought really hard and then decided that maybe I will regret it, but I'm gonna live with it regardless and I'll survive, and then just went for it. I really like how short hair looks on me, especially when I was able to give it a bit of a curl at the end, like wolf cut it vibe. Kind of. Because I hated having short hair whenever it would be in a bob, because I hated how a bob looked at me. But I've come to enjoy bobbed hair more by looking at idols with a bob. So from iLife, J-pop idol group iLife, my Oshi member, my favorite member in the group is Ice Cream Ice. And she has a bob and it's the cutest thing on her. I love it. So a part of me is like, oh my god, what if I got a bob so I could be matching with Ice? And then I just remember spending pretty much the entirety of my life cutting my hair short, thinking I love short hair, getting it cut. The hairstylist gives me a bob and I go like, I fucking hate this. I do not want this hair. Get me out of this bob. And then I style it myself and then it's fine. It's fine. I think as well, I just never had the confidence to tell the hairstylist that I didn't want a bob. So I would just be like, I want my hair short. And they were like, got it. And they'd bob it. It's on me for not communicating. My hair has passed my shoulders for the first time ever right now, and it's great, but the maintenance. You're tall, I'm only 5'2.7". Careful giving out all this information about yourself, okay, Binti? Careful. But yeah, I'm kind of tall. I'm kind of tall, actually. That makes me so special and quirky. That's so sad. I swear they'd be getting every woman to shrink themselves in some way in school. Yeah. Look, and it's not like that I hate tallness. Like, I see tallness in other people and I'm kind of like, ooh! Again, it's just self-esteem. I'm working on it, though. Oh, good, it's just a condition called being... Where is that F coming from? Oh, Filipino? Is that what you meant? Though it's interesting because my Fila family friend, your FFF, is actually really tall. So is his family. His younger brother is taller than me and him. Like basketball player tall. Damn, 6 feet onwards. I saw it. She is so cute. I want the hairstyle too. Right? It looks so good on her. But my kami oshi is Sakura Momo from Toy Toy Toy. My all-time favorite idol group right now, Toy Toy Toy. I love their music. They have a kind of fairy tale theme. Fairy tale concept kind of thing. The concept of the group is that they're all idols that had a first life where they were either in other idol groups or other forms of working in other areas of the entertainment industry, and so this is their second chance. It's about them being like, even though I'm a little bit on the older end to be an idol, or I have these kinds of experiences that make me think I can't be an idol, I'm going to do it anyway. I fucking love that shit. So yeah, and then their music is like cute and pretty and fairy tale-y, I like their music, I love their costumes, and I love Sakura Momo. And so, because she's got long hair, a part of me is like, I want to be like Momo. So I'm kind of trying to go for hair like hers, but I do like my bangs a specific way. I like having them to the side and not all the way across for me. So that's different. Momo doesn't have that. I am only a petite 183 centimeters. A small wind shall blow me away like an autumn leaf. A very long autumn leaf. Ugh. The meme, I'm sorry for being Filipino, was really popular in my circles. Like, in relation to being short or like just in general? Because I feel like my brother was telling me that there was a joke going around or like some kind of meme image that was like a picture from Yu-Gi-Oh! Of like, I'm sending you to the Shadow Realm, but instead it was like, I'm sending you to the Philippines. Something like that. And that cracks me up. That is hilarious to me that someone could be like, I sentence you to going to the Philippines. And people are like, yeah, the dark dimension, the Shadow Realm. Actually, in my last school, they made us wear binders as part of the uniform. You know what binders are, right? Are they allowed to do that? I guess I don't know what country you're in. Huh, I've never heard of that being a thing. But the more you know. The more you know. Just a bit of self-deprecating banter, no worries. The Filipino stuff. Mandated binders is messed up. Wasn't that really uncomfortable? Yeah, like, it is, lol. That's why I left the school. I can imagine that getting really, like, hot, sweaty. Yes, that one, me and my mate loved that meme. Yeah, send it to the Philippines! I know there was a go to Brazil meme too. Really? I send you to Brazil! I didn't know that they had that for Brazil too. Because I know there's just the meme of like, please come to Brazil! For like, in the comments of any celebrity popular in Brazil. It's just going to be a lot of people be like, please, come to Brazil. Come to Brazil. It was to not distract male students or something. I don't think you need to ask me what my thoughts on that. I feel like, why are we repressing? Okay, look, I'm just gonna step off the soapbox because I'm getting a little literally heated in this house. Let me turn on the aircon. Actually, it's too sweaty for this. It's always a reason like that. So yucky. Exactly. Yeah, not fun. Not fun. Not fun. And it's fucked up at any age, but it feels especially fucked up to infringe on the rights of children, to me, in some ways. Because it's like, when you're young, you're vulnerable, and you don't know better, and you can't fight for yourself as much as an adult might be able to. And of course it's fucked up to infringe on the freedoms of adults, because they're adults and they should be free to, like, they're free to, like, know what they want and stuff. But it feels shit to me. Because, like, oh, you're picking on them because they're young and you think you'll get away with it. Fuckers. Protect the youth! Empower the youth! They know more than a lot of adults give them credit for. But also, you know, take care of them if you know better. Okay. I feel like the glasses ruin the whole look. I put on the glasses and now I look nerdy and shit. Oh well. It is what it is. I'm realizing I've been streaming for 2 hours. This was meant to be like 30 minutes. Whoopsies! Fun fact, while we're on the topic of Philippines, a significant amount of American and Japanese animation is done in the Philippines. Really? Oh. I don't know if it's TMI, but they made us wear lots of layers even in hot weather. Yikes. How do you feel about school-mandated haircuts? That feels kind of crazy to me, but I suppose it's not that far off from school-mandated uniforms, so where do you draw the line? I'm not particularly sure. I'm okay with the idea of wearing uniforms because I grew up with it, so that feels normal to me, but maybe if you grew up without uniforms, you'd think that that's oppressive too, so I don't know, it's all really context-based as well. As for how I feel, in my context, a mandated haircut sounds crazy. But if it's what you grew up with and if it has no real consequences, long-term consequences and trauma or anything, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. I am gross and don't control my actions. This is your fault and responsibility, young woman. Yeah. Nerdy is the new cool. Don't worry there, Chic. Please don't end the live. No, I gotta go. I have things I need to do. And I have half the bread I still haven't finished eating. And I feel like I'm gonna eat it faster if I'm not streaming. I think it's the yapping that makes me slow. Yeah, Toei has a division in Manila, and there's a studio in my family's local province that does a lot of big shows. Cool! School uniforms is good for identifying students. Hair is a part of your body. Why should they get a say? I don't know. I feel like anytime you get into policing hair, you immediately bring up the arguments of like, each culture has their way that they like to do their hair, and who are you to say what is considered correct for everyone going to the school if it's a multicultural school? Do you know what I mean? Like, I know sometimes schools are kind of like, we expect a level of like professionalism or a level of appropriateness and grooming. Like, you must look appropriate in society. But the scary part, the gray zone, is just when it comes to, well, okay, but who gets to decide that? And, you know, is it a person who is respectfully considering the context from which they determine appropriateness of things? You know what I mean? Yeah, they banned 0 haircuts, but as soon as I graduated, it was like, shave it off. Whoa. No, don't go. I gotta. Then again, it was a private school, so yeah, I feel like private schools in general, just, they're stricter on uniform. Of course, they'd be strict on hairstyles too, I suppose. It's all purity culture all the way down. Not a fan. Anyway, I've got to head off. Thank you for joining me for today's stream. I will be back again tomorrow for another stream. I have not yet decided what time or what I'll be doing. To be honest, if you guys have any suggestions or requests for what games you want me to play, or things you want me to do on stream, I think there's a suggestions channel in the Discord. There is. There's a suggestions channel in the Discord. Link to the Discord in the description if you're not already in. So if you want to suggest anything, feel free to. No promises that I'm going to do stuff, but you can suggest. Go for your life. I will be back again tomorrow. No, man. You've got to go live your life too, okay? Or find another stream to sit in, I suppose. You live your life how you want to. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me for today's stream. I'll be back again tomorrow. Bye, May. Loving the Yap streams lately. They've been heaps of fun. Yeah, I've been enjoying them too. Yeah, I'll go the usual tomorrow. The usual. See you tomorrow at probably the same time. Oh, I've got an afternoon shift tomorrow. So we'll either do a morning stream or an evening stream. We shall see. Tomorrow might be an unusual time, but the day after that would be back to 12 p.m. JST for me. Bye. Bye, May. Have a great day. You too. Streaming every day in the month of May. Yes, I am streaming every day in the month of May. Discord is in the description. Follow me on Kitsu Mayhem on stuff if you want to. Yeah. See you guys tomorrow if you're free and if you're there. And if not, see you maybe the day after. And if not, maybe the day after that. And if not, every day until the end of May, and then we'll figure out what's happening after that. I haven't decided what's going to happen. Yeah, thank you for joining me, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye-bye-bye.